Good day to each and everyone, especially to you, ma'am. By the way, I am Dennis Silatan and I'm going to report about the cybersecurity challenges. But before that, let us recap first about our previous topic. So, in the first place, we already know that technology has changes in every decade, century, or millennium, and also that technology has a positive impact and negative impact in our life. And also, we already know that we must responsible enough in using technology, and also that technology it contributes a lot of many opportunities on how business can easily grow in a fast way. And for now, let's talk about on how we can secure our accounts in interacting social media. So it is called the cybersecurity challenges. So in the first place, we have naka-encounter ta nga ang uban nga hack ilang mga account, ang uban nga virusan ilang mga devices, and also ang uban kay nga na-ban ang ilang mga account, or ang uban pod kay nga naka-encounter sila gipang bash sila. So unsay may mga rason ana, so dapat yun nga mas hunahon pa nato ay unsaon nato pag unsay mga pamaagi nga mas mulahotay ang ato ang pagkuan sa digital self nato. So to further we understand about my topic, so let's start. Here are the top 6 cybersecurity challenges that we face in today's generation. So cybersecurity challenges within the healthcare industry are increasing as the sector grows more dependent on technology to perform daily operations. Understanding these challenges can help to protect your organization from current and future vulnerabilities. Here are the top cybersecurity challenges that the healthcare industry needs to be aware of. First, the malware and ransomware. So what is malware and ransomware? Ransomware is a type of malware that infects devices system and files until a sum of money is paid to the cybercriminal by the victim organization. Most common ransomware attacks start by clicking on the malicious link, viewing an ad with malvertising, or phishing emails with a malicious attachment. So, ang malware, kanining mga ato ang kapitong curious kita sa mga butang or mga things in terms in social media. For example, ipasahan ta og link sa ato ang friends, bato ta kabalo nga unsa day to siya. Pero ato yung gisulan para makahibalo dapat wa ta kahibalo og kuan ba og kanang dili ba to maka-harm sa ato ang device or sa ato ang software basig ma-corrupt na noon to. So ito sa curious sumo nang ni sibot pasabot sa malware. So dapat punta nga as a students ato sa yung susyon ang tanan nga example gisintad ta karog link nyo ta kabalo dapat mga tanan tanan ay hata mo click sa ana nga link para secure ang ato ang device para dili siya kanan og virus ana something like that. So the second one is the data breaches. The healthcare sector experiences more data breaches than any other industry, with healthcare having been impacted by an average of 2.8 million breaches per month in the last year. The need for proper devices management and monitoring, as well as the protection of sensitive information, and equally as important to providing medical care and for patients. The problem is that although legally mandated requirements for HAPPA or stands for Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act passed in 1996. So mo na siya bot pasabot sa HIPPA. So are in place, most organizations don't have the resources to stay informed with up-to-date security measures, protocols, and knowledge of information technology department. This provides an open opportunity to cyber criminals to easily gain access to patients' social security numbers, contact informations, prescriptions and test results, which cause reputational issues for your organization and trouble for your patients. And let's go in the number three. Insider threats are exactly why data encryption and zero trust access strategies are vital to the security of sensitive patients' information and data protection. While it is an unsettling thought, not all cybersecurity incidents are traced from employee negligence. With so much attention and money surrounding cybersecurity in the healthcare industry, disgruntled employees may decide to deter- forcefully disclose patients' information out of employees may decide to spite of benefits from the black market demand for protected health information. Since employee may have knowledge of network setup vulnerabilities and access codes, employees with malicious intent hold the key to exposing your organization to series of threats. And 4. Distribution denial of service or DDoS attacks. Um, DDoS attacks are one attempt to flood or organization network with internet traffic to the point where it cannot operate or perform normally. These attacks are usually executed in conjunction with botnets or ransomware attempt. So which operate to overwhelm a network by sending massive amounts of data from millions of hacked computers. Like other cybersecurity challenges, DDoS attacks are especially harmful to healthcare providers who need access to to the network to provide their proper patient care, send and receive mails, fill prescriptions, access records, and retrieve information. And 5. Cloud threat. Many healthcare providers are switching to cloud-based data storage solution um, due to the simplicity of data retrieval and the enhance of security surrounding patients' information. Unfortunately, not all cloud-based solutions are HIPAA compliant. Popular platforms such as Dropbox and Amazon Web Service do not meet the data security privacy or sovereignty. HIPAA requires making them an easy target for hackers. So in addition, some organizations may not encrypt data before sending it to and from the cloud, which can also create space for intrusion. To avoid this, organization should utilize a private cloud or an premise data center that is responsible for securing the encrypting data regularly. And phishing attack. Lastly, the phishing attack. So a phishing attack is an attempt to trick users in revealing passwords or personal information. These cyber attacks are a form of social engineering and are most commonly found over mail. An employee may receive an email from a hacker posing as a platform used by the organization and say that their account password is no longer valid. If the employee is not properly trained on how to recognize these phishing emails, their click to reset the password is all that a hacker needs to put your organization at risk. These attacks can cause healthcare organization to violate HIPAA compliance or even be charged with a lawsuit from the patient whose data was exposed. So, and now let's go on in improving your cybersecurity efforts. So, kani siya magkuha na ta, di ba? No, I discussed earlier that on how the other people, on how other malicious in our devices can makaapekto sa ato ang digital self. So sa karon na pod, ang kaning top 6 that I said earlier, we must acknowledge in ourselves because para pod kanang matubitong ma-secure ang atong accounts so that we can minimize or prevent kaning mga manghack or mga virus sa mga device or kana pong mga, for example, kanang magposta. So dapat pod nga atog yun na siyang huna-hunaon pag-ayo or hunahunahon pag-ayo og dili ba ta ma-bully ana, dili ba ta ma-ban ana sa ana nga nabitaw nga software application sa ilang mga guidelines. So ato yun ang hunahunahon, and also kana pong words nga mag-my-day ato po nang hunahunahon nga wala ra bay mo judge ana or kung di ta pataka og post sa social media, especially nang mahak atong account niya natay mga private video or image nga nasa atong account. So we must secure first all our accounts para maka-prevent ta sa mga nabitong mga scandal. So ana, so at this juncture, let's talk about or let's move on and on how we improve our cybersecurity. So knowledge is power, and enough of it can help to avoid cyber attacks at any level. Let's take a look at the ways your organization can improve its cybersecurity efforts to ensure sensitive data is always properly managed and protected. So first, establish a security culture. So what is that? So creating a security culture is easy when it is built into the structure of your organization. Set up ongoing cybersecurity training and education courses for every team member to attend, and emphasize that everyone is responsible for protecting patient data. So, and number 2, protect devices. As the healthcare sector becomes more tech-savvy and dependent on mobile devices and tablets, organization must encrypt data and support other protective measures and guarantees information security. And wait, implement antivirus software. So kani mao ni daw ini katabang sa to kay dili ta patataka og click ha para dili ta ma-virusan. Dili ma-virusan nga to ang device, dili kita ma-virusan. Ay pwede ta ma-virusan nga ng COVID-19. Pero kuha man taron about sa mga accounts, about sa to ang devices, mao na to ang implement antivirus software. So diba software ang hisgutan dili kita. Sige, antivirus software can help support network security altogether. However, this system requires constant updates with ever-changing cyber threat tactics. It is essential that antivirus software is continuously updated to ensure your healthcare organization is protected at all times and against the newest threat attempts. Nandot kaya ang software no. Kay kuan man nang makatabang sa tuang devices para dili bitaw siya dali madaot kay kanang virus manggod para nagayang para siguro nang karon no against anang sa kuan is pandemic. Diba og ang usa ka tawo mabirusan, so mag-inanay dito siya kaluya or padulong na din siya matigbak aning kalibutan. So yung ana po na to ang devices. So mabirusan na itong devices o wala tay nag-download ng mga antivirus sa maanang ako ang gamit kay bus naman. So dapat mag-download ta pang mga antiviruses para ma-secure na to ang device. Ana siya. Para mag-long last ang ato ang cellphone or gadgets, any kind of gadgets that we have. So in number 4, control physical and network access to health data. Patient information should not be readily available for any employee in the organization. Establish a zero trust policy and only grant access to protect information to those who need to view or use the data within within their daily work operations. So ana siya ang control physical. So and the last part, so it is a maintain good password hygiene. So kinsa may wa ga-maintain diri og one password. So to further understand, create strong passwords and then update them regularly. Strong passwords are typically 12 to 14 characters and include a combination of numbers, symbols, capital letters, and lowercase letters. Maintaining good passwords hygiene starts with a good structures. So, enforce regular password updates and ensure employees understand the difference between strong and weak passwords. So, So, maghimo tag password gani yung natay account. For example, naghimo tag account sa Facebook. So, ato ginang we think we must atong una-unaon pag nga ato gyud ang alphanumeric ang ato ang password na ito yung gingon kay na nga I said earlier that we must use the capital letters, lowercase letters, numbers, symbols, ana siya, no? Para dili sa dali ma-hack ang ato ang account. Okay, at this moment, na kahibalo naman tanaw kung saan nato pag-protect ang ato ang account or ang ato ang device through sa mga virus or sa mga hack. So karon na pod ato na pong I want you to know that on how we can prepare. So mapangandaman nato or natay awareness for the major threats to cybersecurity, no? As technology become complex, so though the threats that is susceptible to danger to digital data, and the supply chain. Phishing and hacking are only the tip of the iceberg. In 2021, the primary cybersecurity challenges are as follows. So first, hacking. So, mga naman ako na that I said earlier, di ba? I already done that. So, hacking, one of the most commonly cybersecurity threats. Hacking is exploiting a private networks or digital system to gain unauthorized information. This severity of its impact is also increasing as hacking puts company reputation of takes exposures, sensitive data, and causes major legal trouble. So, mga na siya na. So, in 2020, Verizon conducted a study of 4,000 data breaches and found that nearly 50% of them resulted from hacking. Interestingly, it has been found that users themselves have a significant role in making their system vulnerable because of weak passwords and incomplete authentication processes. So kita para gid ma-secure na to ang ato ang account, dili gid ta mo kuha ng weak password. So dapat strong password gid atong himuon, atong i-create, di ba? Para dili gid makuan kay ato biya ng account. So once ma-hack ng atong account, di na gid na balik. Wala na good og kuan kanang imuang ex, lisod na nimo na siyang balikan, di ba? Lisod na i-come back through na sakitan na ka, na. So let's move on. In number 2, it is called the phishing. So phishing is sending out malicious files and deceitful communication that seems to be from an authentic source, but in reality is meant to enter the system and harm data. The most common files used for phishing look like script files, window executables, compressed documents, batch files, Java files, Android executables, and PDF. As of January 17, 2021, Google has registered 2,145,013 phishing sites, so 27% growth from the figures calculated 12 months ago. So, muna siya ang phishing. So, and the number 3, supply chain risk. As companies expand business operation, they have to involve more and more third-party vendors in their internal networks. This puts organization and risk of threats that enters uh, the system via thin cybersecurity walls belonging to their vendors. The solution providers you are working with may or may not have the requisite layers of protections, making your network vulnerable. One of the biggest container shippers globally, Maersk's line, had to halt operation in 76 ports because of an attack of their supply chain network that prevented them from taking new orders. So, natuto siya. And number 4, man in the middle attack. So, or MITM. MITM. So, it happens when an attackers includes themselves in a two-party transaction. So, not a party transaction. When they successfully enter the traffic, they can interrupt channels and communications and steal data. The most common sources of such attacks are unsecured public Wi-Fi and malware. According to IBM X-Force Threat Intelligence Index 2018, 35% of data exploitation resulted from man-in-the-middle attacks. And in number 5 is structured query language or SQL injection. Is a programming language for handling data and updating, requesting, and deleting data from database. SQL injection is a cybersecurity threat that occurs when the attacker injection harmful code into the system, causing it to divulge information which under normal circumstances it is not authorized to do. It is one of the most normal circumstances it is not authorized to do. It is one of the most straightforward forms of attacks where a third party has to enter malicious code. In a poorly protected website search box in 2019, 42% of public-facing system encountered SQL injection. Lastly, the DNS tunneling, or stand for Domain Name System, is a naming system for a device or network connected to the internet. DNS tunneling is a cyber attack that encodes data or of programs or protocols in DNS queries and responses. The common mistake made by organizations is not inspecting DNS traffic for malicious presence, and since DNS will establish protocol, hackers take advantage of this vulnerability and insert malware into the system that manage of bypass most firewalls. So that's all about the major threats of cybersecurity. We have the hacking, phishing, supply chain risk, main in a middle attack, structured scary language injection, on DNS tunneling. So I hope that namoy na sabdan niya to, or unta nga you have an awareness for the threats in cybersecurity. And for now, let's talk about the on how to strengthen your system. So the key to effective tackling cybersecurity challenges lies in the interplay and technological advancement. Education and awareness. The first step of the process is to admit that you are always at the risk of the cybersecurity threats. Irrespective of whatever you're an individual, a company with less than 500 employees or multinational, a threat can come of any time. It puts personal data at risk, and for companies can cause permanent damage and even closure, no? So dili gyud nato malikayan ang kanang mga damage, no, mga butang nga ma broke, di ba? Nahingana gyud because all things are temporary and also they have a limitation. Ano lang siya. So, let's continue. So first, we have the risk awareness in teams. Cybersecurity challenges are not stagnant. No, it's not stagnant. Are not stagnant. Every day, there is a new threat and employees must be sensitized to the issues. So, cybersecurity experts must conduct regular workshops to train employees to identify suspicious content and follow safety protocols while dealing with digital data. No, ano siya. Then, second, invest in a cybersecurity expert team. No, this is even more important for small companies who feel that they aren't as susceptible to cybersecurity threats as that larger corporations, institutions, and organizations, irrespectively of skills, must divert a significant portion of their resources to building a more robust team that is continuously monitoring and implementing newer cybersecurity solution. So dapat yun dapat as a students na dili pa man gyud kita hanas in terms in kanang sa mga about sa technology, no? Labi na ko di pa kay ko expert about na. So dapat pod nga natay connection between sa mga expert ng mga tao on how kabalo sila or na sila nabitang knowledge on how to nabitaw unsaon pag-protect ang ato ang system. So na siya dapat pod nga natay connection sila. So and the third one is download your updates. No. One of the most common errors is to leave new updates as they are. System updates are vital for preventing cybersecurity threats and must be ignored if you're just a regular person who owns a laptop. Make sure your updates for BIOS and download also for updates. If you are a company, think about opting for patch management software that logs and updating your system. And lastly, prevent database exposure. Cybersecurity threats love to poach off database, and in most branches, vast amounts of data have fallen prey to malicious actors. Some standard methods to prevent database exposure are keeping physical hardware safe, having a web application, firewall, encrypting server data, and taking regular backups, and limited access to servers. So I hopefully that you understand about this. And also, let's move on the implementing strong authentication. Gain a strength, and now strong. So authentication. So implementing strong authentication. Not having enough authentication process is a common source of cybersecurity threats. It is the main reason behind credential stuffing, where hackers try to gain access by using login credentials. At last, two-step verification process must be implemented to protect all devices. Different accounts must have different passwords instead of a common one of being shared by multiple platforms. Cybersecurity challenges are a reality that is assuming mammoth proportions, and this is a threat that can affect anybody. Its effect range from siphoning off a small amount of money to entire organizations shut down because of data breach. Legal troubles arising from privacy violation and compliance guidelines. In 2021, it is up to individuals of companies to take charge of the situations and protect technology from being misused. With the newer ideas and innovations coming to the forefront, the number of resources available for development sees exponential growth. To ensure the upward trajectory continues, more significant time, budget, and thought must be invested to improve cybersecurity and public trust in the digestation. Ano ba to siya? So, implementing strong authentication. So, uh, what I've said earlier, that if natay ko ano, if we have different accounts, and also we have the different passwords. So before, I experienced that I have 3 Facebook accounts, and also and also my passwords are the same. But sad to say, ako to tong gihimo, kay ako to tong giparehotan ng ilang password kay para din ako malimtan, but ako ra dai gihapon nalimtan. And also dako ra gihapon daw katabang kay sama nga ning giingon o nga kuan, if we have a different accounts, for example in a Facebook, ato po siyang ilahi-lahi ang iyang passwords. For example, kana imong password sa isa, so kada sa kay mo namang na password sa isa mo ka account, ilahi na po mo ang isa ka passwords para kuan siya strong. And therefore, in making an account and many different platforms or online platforms, we must think those things that important, no? For example, sa passwords, sa mga dapat natin awareness on how to make a strong and strength, no? Ano siya? So I suggest that all our devices nga lagi na siya limitation or madaot bang ka. So ang uban man god, and nakamatikod ko sa other nga kuan nga viral sila, diba, nga viral. So ako lang ka-suggest sa inyo og kanang na madaot sa inyo sa inyong device, for example kanang computer. So kung na-madot na o magpaayo mo, kuha ginayon yan yung kuha na ang hard drive. Kaya sa hard drive man good, nadra ang inyong mga inyong pictures, video. Kaya mo rin makubiyansan mga yo, yan, narapin mga wise ng mga yo. So mo na akong ikasuggest niyo. So I hope that you understand about my topic about cybersecurity challenges, mga threats, mga a way on how to solve the some reasons, no? That's all, and once again I am Dennis Latan, and thank you very much.